We're going to talk about how we can run some queries using SQL Server dynamic management views to monitor SQL Server memory utilization. In this query, we will find out how much memory we have on SQL Server and how much memory is still left available. In this query, we will find out how much memory SQL Server is currently using. Pay attention to physical memory load and virtual memory load. If one of these two columns has a value of 1, that indicates there is memory shortage. In our example, both have a 0. It's fine. In this query, we will compare allocated memory to targeted memory. The allocated memory is the memory SQL Server is currently using. The targeted memory is the amount of memory SQL Server could possibly use to support the current workload. Once we start up SQL Server, the allocated memory is relatively low, but after running the typical workload, the allocated memory will increase with time. With time, the allocated memory and the targeted memory should be close to each other. If the allocated memory is significantly lower than the targeted memory, it indicates there is memory shortage on SQL Server, and we should consider adding more memory to SQL Server. In our example, they are identical, so it's fine. In this query, we will find out how long data can stay in memory for reuse. We will look at page life expectancy. This value should be well above 300, thus 300 seconds, and it's 5 minutes. If this value is below 300, then we need to add more memory to SQL Server. It indicates SQL Server could benefit from using more memory to improve the performance. When we reach this point, if there are still suspicious memory problems, then we will need to do in-depth memory diagnosis using either more advanced code or a tool. We also need to check the efficiency of the code to make sure the code that is running on SQL Server was written efficiently. This is the end of our discussion.